What's up, YouTube? My name is Josh, and today I'm going to be talking about DoorDash. I've been doing DoorDash for a little over a month now, and it's pretty good. I mean, I enjoy the flexibility. I enjoy, making your own schedule, which is what most people enjoy about it. And it's really awesome. I love that. I love that idea of just making your own schedule. I currently live in Arizona. I'm a full-time college student, and I also work at Olive Garden. So I just do DoorDash on the side, just something to, if I'm bored, make some extra cash, it's pretty cool to have that option, I guess. How DoorDash works. DoorDash is an app where we have couriers who deliver food to people who place an order over the phone. So you could basically order from any restaurant around in the area, and we deliver that food within the hour. DoorDash typically will have someone place the order over the phone if you're able to. Some restaurants don't take orders over the phone. You have to do them in person, and in that case the dasher will have to place the order. But I would say about 80% of the orders are placed on the phone, and all you have to do is just go up, pick it up. Sometimes you pay. If they're a partnered restaurant, you don't have to pay, but if they are not a partner restaurant, then you just pay with your PEX card that they give you at orientation. I'm in Arizona, so we have a few different cities or like districts you can work in. There's the Phoenix district, Scottsdale, Gilbert, Tempe, Peoria, I believe is one is now, and they're trying to open up a few more. But I typically work in the Gilbert area. I live in Gilbert, so that's where I work most of the time. And I really enjoy working in Gilbert. Most of the places are going to be houses, because it's a lot of houses in Gilbert, versus apartments, which are a little bit more tricky, but they're not too bad once you get the hang of it. I have worked in Tempe before, and Tempe, it's always busy. Don't get me wrong, it's always busy, but the tips don't tend to be too well in Tempe, probably because it's more of a younger crowd there, so it's a little more difficult to make money. But I mean, if it's dead in like Gilbert or something, I don't mind heading over to Tempe because I know I'll get an order. Like, it's always busy down in Tempe. I've also worked in Scottsdale. Scottsdale's really nice to work in as well. If it wasn't so far from where I live, then I probably would work there over Gilbert, but Gilbert's still a good place to work as well. I've noticed that each city kind of has its own personality. Like, different cities will order from more different places, kind of like how Scottsdale, I get a lot of good egg orders, like from that restaurant, versus how like in Gilbert we have a lot of like, Cane's orders and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to like, get to know the different cities and their personalities. Signing up for DoorDash is fairly easy. You just go on the website. They'll also have a link in the description that you can sign up. It'll take you right to the sign up link. And you submit your driver's license, insurance, and then they're going to run a background check on you as well. And it takes like 24, 48 hours. It doesn't take long at all. After that all comes back, you're going to schedule an orientation. The orientation for me was in Tempe when I did it, but I'm pretty sure they changed their office to like Phoenix or something. I remember getting an email a few weeks ago, and I guess they changed it. So it's going to be somewhere in Phoenix now. Orientation lasted about an hour. They just went over all of the basics. It was nothing crazy. They gave us our hot bags, our PEX card, or the card you're going to pay with if they're not a partnered restaurant. And they just gave us some tips, gave us the DoorDash shirt as well, which is, of course, optional. You don't have to wear it, but a lot of people do wear it just to kind of, give the restaurant, like, an idea of who's picking it up. That way it's less confusing when they're like, well, you placed the order. You're like, well, no, I'm picking it up for someone. But it is optional. You don't have to wear the DoorDash shirts. But yeah, the orientation only lasted an hour, and right after the orientation was done, they activate your account and you can start taking orders, which was really cool. Because I know Postmates, I just signed up for Postmates about a week ago, and I know Postmates, they take a little bit longer to activate you after the orientation, because they run the background check right when you get to orientation, and then they have to like manually approve or activate your account. But yeah, overall my DoorDash experience has been pretty great. The money's good. I mean, for the job you're doing, of course. I mean, you're just delivering food, so if you're expecting to make like hundreds of thousands of dollars, this is definitely not the job for you. This is just something you're just driving in your car, delivering food to a house. It's not like something super complex. It's really easy, and for the money, it's perfect. DoorDash does advertise that they make $20 to $25 an hour, and You can make up to 20-25 an hour. I have personally made that much before. It just depends on the tips. Tips are gonna make or break everything. That's what sets your pay basically. So if there's been times when I've made $8 an hour, but there's also been times when I've made upwards to $30 an hour. It just depends on how much tips you're getting. Last Thursday I had 4 orders, and I think with those 4 orders I made over almost $60, so that was close to $30. That was probably my best shift I've ever worked. But of course, the majority of those were tips. The tips were just great that night. But like I said, it's a hit or miss. This job is not going to be consistent money-wise. So if you're looking for consistency, I suggest probably looking for something else, because this job, it's going to be different every shift. You're going to make different amounts of money every single shift. It's some tips, I guess, is to be nice to everyone. You want to be nice to everyone you run into, because you're gonna run into multiple people or multiple different restaurants every single shift you go towards in dashing. So like, there's been shifts where I've had to go to three of the same restaurants 3 times in one dash, and if you're nice to everyone, then they're going to be nice to you. But if you're a dick to someone and you come back to that place, they're going to be like, oh, it's this guy again, and they're not going to care. But if you show respect, then they're going to respect you, of course. But that goes for customers as well, or even like if you have to go into apartments that have doormen or something, be nice to them as well. You want to be nice to everyone you run into while you're dashing, just to keep everyone on your good side. You know, you don't want people to think you're a dick, or else they're going to be a dick to you. Another big tip that I suggest doing is saving 15% of what you make. 10 to 15%, 10 at the very minimum for taxes. It's not very well put out there, but most people realize when they're not taking taxes out that, you know, oh, well, eventually the IRS is going to get their money. So I suggest saving at least 10 to 15% of whatever you make every night. You want to put that away in like a folder or something. That way, when tax season comes, you'll be worry-free that you're not going to owe or anything, because you'll have that money saved up. And if you will owe at the end if you're only doing DoorDash, because they're not taking any money out for taxes, and the IRS will get their money one way or another. So I highly suggest saving at minimum 10%, upwards to 15%. I currently put away 15%, which, I mean, it does take a cut out of your money, but no matter what job you go to, they're taking a cut out of your money with tax-wise. It's just, since you're an independent contractor, technically you're running your own business, so you're supposed to put the money away yourself. Unlike how other businesses will put the money away for you, you're going to kind of have to put your money away for yourself. Another thing I suggest using is to track your miles, so you can write that off in your taxes, is Hurdler. It's an app that tracks your miles for you, and it's completely free, and I've had good experiences with it so far, and I highly recommend using it. I'm not sure if it's on the Android store, but I know for sure it's on the Apple store. Currently, DoorDash is running a $75 bonus. So if you sign up right now, if you do 50 drives in 30 days, you'll get a $75 bonus. I actually just got my bonus about a week ago. So that was really nice. The bonus was amazing. Like, I'm like, oh, $75, sweet. And 50 drives is not that difficult to do. To do that, to get the $75 bonus, you have to use the link in the description, because it's like a referral bonus. So just use that link, and then you'll be able to get the $75 bonus if you do 50 drives within 30 days, which is a pretty good incentive. Tonight, I'm gonna go start doing some dashes. I'm gonna go ahead and take some videos, and I'll show you guys kind of how it works and kind of my experiences tonight. So we'll see how that goes. So I'll see you soon. Alright, so I just accepted my first order through DoorDash. It's at Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. Have to go place the order. It looks pretty busy. I couldn't find parking. It was kind of difficult in downtown Gilbert. It's pretty busy. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so I just picked up the food. Got it all. It took about 10 minutes. Didn't take too long, but it was kind of confusing at first because they didn't have the order there, so I had to go place it. But it was all good. So now we're going to go drop it off. All right, so I just dropped off that order. It went pretty smoothly, nice and easy. The guy was really nice, which is cool. It was in like a business complex, but it was easy order, overall easy. And then I just got an order immediately after I finished that order. So we're going to Zips Sports Grill, which I've been there before. It's good. All right, so I just picked up that order on the way to the customer right now. Yeah, it's been pretty busy so far. The playoff game, I guess, is on right now, so which is why it's like pretty busy. I just went to Zips, the bar, and it was like completely packed. Took me forever to find where the to-go area was, but I finally found it. Usually Monday nights are pretty dead. Like every Monday night I've worked has just been like maybe an order every 30 minutes. But tonight is just right when I turned on the app, I got an order right away, and then right after I completed that last order, got an order right away. So hopefully I'm gonna drop this off as fast as I can, get another order, just keep staying on this rush, keep making some money. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but so far it's going pretty smooth, nothing too crazy. All right, so we just completed that order. They had a really nice fountain. That was like a huge house. It was in Chandler though, so it was a little farther, but you get a bonus pay if it's a little farther out of your area, so that's always cool. But it had like a huge fountain in the front door, and it was a really nice house. But it went smoothly again. Immediately after, I got another order. We're going to Zinburger. I've never been there. It's in downtown Gilbert, so I'm on my way there right now. I've heard of it, but I've never been there. So we'll see how it is. Alright, so I forgot to make a video after I got home last night. It was a very busy night for a Monday night. I was completely surprised. Felt like a Friday or a Saturday night. It was weird. But yeah, I had to go do a homework assignment last night when I got home, so I completely forgot to make the video. But overall, it went really well. I made, we had 5 orders within 2.5 hours, and I made around, I think, $52 after tips, so it was really nice. Yeah, like I said, for a Monday night, usually most of the time I'm just kind of chilling there for like 30 minutes before I get an order. But right when I turned the app on, I got an order, and then every order after that, after I completed an order, I got an order right away. Like the most I had to wait was like 30 seconds. It was a really good night for DoorDash. I kind of want to get more of a detailed video though, just to kind of show you how everything kind of works. But I feel like last night was probably not the best night to do that because it was super busy. But I think either Thursday or maybe even Wednesday, I might do DoorDash, and I'll try to give more of a detailed video.